Welcome to another edition of Backstage Pass, powered by the Sports Guys Podcast, with your host, Brandon Morrell.
Hey y'all, this is Paul and Hannah McClure of Bethel Music.
Yeah, and you're listening to the Backstage Pass on KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area broadcasting network, and on the Sports Guys Podcast.com and on thwn.org and anytime on iHeartRadio podcasts.
And welcome inside the Backstage Pass. Of course, always a busy day here. KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area broadcasting network, thwn.org, and of course, our friends out there on iHeartRadio podcasts out there. It is the Backstage Pass powered by the Sports Guys Podcast.com, and of course, out there presented by our friends over at Morrell Law Firm, JK Subaru. Your car buying experience is about to change. JKSubaru.com, of course, Barkley Music and Media.com, and our friends out there too as well. The CadenGordonShow.com, today's best country mix. Brandon Morrell here, and of course, head of web design marketing. He does it all behind the scenes. He keeps me in line here too. Roger Barkley Jr., Barkley Music and Media. And please welcome in one of the world-renowned groups out there too, spreading the gospel and of course the word out there, Hannah and Paul McClure of Bethel Music. How we doing?
Great.
So good.
Thanks for having us on today.
We appreciate you being here. So, hey, Paul, talk to me a little bit about how this got started. I love this because it's a worldwide phenomenon now. And I look back and, of course, all these great songs, people coming to shows. Very interested to kind of see how Bethel Music got started, how you guys got started in the industry, and talk about could you ever imagine it would become this big in Christian music out there?
Sure, yeah. You know, Hannah and I grew up in North Carolina. We're both PKs, so grew up in the church, grew up leading worship together, started leading worship together when we were like teenagers, 17, 16. But we discovered Bethel Music around 2009 from a conference we went to in North Carolina. Took our youth group to an Acquire the Fire conference and got connected with Bethel Music through that. We came out in 2010 to their school of worship in Redding, California, which is about as far from North Carolina as you can get. But we came to that school and it just really touched our lives. We hadn't experienced such an anointing, such excellence. And Brian and Jen Johnson, who started Bethel Music, are just amazing people. They're our neighbors now, great friends. Amazing songwriters, amazing worship leaders. But I love that Bethel Music came from a local church, from Bethel Church. And it was just, Bethel Music was an overflow of what was already happening at Bethel Church. They were experiencing the presence of God, especially through worship. And so Bethel Music was almost this, like, we have to do something because God's doing something in these songs. And so it's been wild to be a part of it. They were doing it before we joined, and we're very grateful to be a part of this thing. And it's mainly just because of the people. The people are so amazing and have such beautiful hearts for Jesus.
And when we came out, when we moved from North Carolina to Redding, we didn't know what we were going to be doing. We just knew that our hearts really connected with the people here, but mainly what God was doing here. Yeah. So we moved out. We didn't have a job. We didn't have a place to live. Yeah. It was a really big risk to take at the time. Didn't have a lot of money, but we just knew God was doing something here. So I don't know that we looked far enough ahead to think, like, is this going to be a big movement? We just knew our hearts personally really burned for what was going on here.
Right.
It's something that a lot of people don't realize. I mean, we're in America, but man, talk about the culture shock coming from North Carolina to California. As a Southern country guy, and somebody that's traveled quite a bit, I know what the culture shock is coming from just, from Kentucky to Louisiana to Illinois, and I haven't even been to California yet.
So. Redding is a beautiful place. It's Northern California. It's the last town before Oregon. So when people think of California, they normally think of San Francisco or LA. Right. Redding is it's actually a lot like North Carolina in a sense that it's mountainy, it's outdoorsy. Everyone hunts and fishes here.
Small town.
Yeah, smaller town, about 100,000 people. But the thing we love about this place is in a town of 100,000 people, the church represents like 10,000 people of that. So it's 10% of the city. And so
that's awesome.
Almost no one here is from Redding. They're from countries, they're from other states. And so it's really cool to just have such a diverse community in this little small Northern California town.
You know, the power of it too, through you guys and the music, and we've seen all the worldwide videos. We talked about it being just the phenomenon. And, you know, I don't ever talk politics on this show, and I'm not about to start because I'm not a politician, never pretend to be one, will never be one on any instance of broadcasting. My show is on out there too. But it's amazing that you can really forget, and I'm sure you, Hannah, you can spread some light on this too, to really forget our problems in this world today and listen to music that has an impact from our maker. Obviously, it was a calling for you guys too to spread this word and spread this message and the gospel too. But at the same time, music that can uplift people, right?
Yeah. It's true. I think more than ever, with everything that's been going on recently, I've just been struck all over again with the importance of we need to be worshiping. We need to lift our eyes unto God and what He's doing versus, you know, what feels like chaos all around us. I think it's just a reminder to lift our eyes. And there's always this realignment that happens for my heart. And it makes everything better. It makes your relationships better, your heart softer. It's just so needed. And now more than ever, I think that people need to worship and sing songs, remind their souls of the goodness of God.
That's the power of worship, really, is I don't necessarily think of it as forgetting my problems, but I just am more aware of a greater reality, which is Jesus.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, worship has always been that for us and continues to be that when our perspective is off or skewed or confused, we have to worship because it points us back to the answers, which is Jesus. And yesterday, I don't know if you guys watched that memorial service, but man, hearing Chris Tomlin declaring holy forever and how great is our God and saying every knee will bow, every tongue confess. It's like,
gives me chills.
Like
Incredible.
that's what it's about right there.
Yeah, I've seen worship music, just like you say. I mean, it's like you can have lawyers worshiping next to bricklayers, worshiping next to garbage picker-uppers, or you know, and it's a common common bond between people that know that our God can take care of anything. If they'll just turn it loose, and it's a way that we can release our whether it's a frustration or a problem or just saying thank you.
Exactly. So, worship, you know, I think sometimes we can relegate worship to music and Sundays, but worship is anything that brings pleasure to God, His worship. And so people like you're saying, the attorney, the bricklayer, who are doing everything unto the Lord, that's worship. And so I think we're all designed to worship, to bring pleasure to God.
Yeah, no doubt. And we're going to actually bring some of that pleasure to God right now, too. Again, the Backstage Pass, Hannah and Paul McClure of Bethel Music out there. Check them out, bethelmusic.com, for all the tour dates, merchandise, all the great stuff out there, too, and spreading the good Lord's word. We're going to talk about one now called Holy Hands. We got to play it here on the Backstage Pass, KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area Broadcasting Network, and our friends again, thwn.org, iHeartRadio podcast, and powered by the Sports Guys Podcast.com. It's Brandon Morrell, Roger Barkley Jr., Holy Hands from Hannah and Paul McClure of Bethel Music. Back in a flash. Stay tuned.
you, we magnify, we glorify, we exalt you, we extol you, we adore you. Hallelujah. Yeah. We adore you, we adore you. The one who was, the one who is,
Hey y'all, this is Chandler Marie, and you're listening to the award-nominated Backstage Pass on KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area Broadcasting Network. You can listen to on thwn.org and on iHeartRadio podcasts and anytime at thesportsguyspodcast.com.
At JK Subaru, we love our cars.
And we love our customers.
We believe in being a positive force
in our community by being involved and giving back.
Respecting your time every time.
Our promise is a brighter future.
We all do our part to keep our promise to you.
At JK Subaru, we are more than just selling cars.
We are your neighbors, friends, and even family.
More than a car dealer, our people make the difference. JK Subaru at the airport.
Hey y'all, this is Billy Joe Jones, and you're listening to the award-nominated Backstage Pass on KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area Broadcasting Network, and anytime at thesportsguyspodcast.com. Listen on iHeartRadio podcast at thwn.org.
The Caden Gordon Show is a 2-hour show playing the best in country music. So check it out at thecadengordonshow.com. Again, that is thecadengordonshow.com.
Hey y'all, this is country recording artist Jay Webb, and you're listening to the best in music and sports with Brandon Morrell on KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area Broadcasting Network. Stream the show anytime on iHeartRadio podcast and at thesportsguyspodcast.com. You can also listen at thwn.org.
Elevate your next event with Backstage Pass DJ, MC, and announcer services, where unforgettable moments take center stage. We specialize in bringing energy and excitement to a wide range of occasions, including weddings, birthdays, corporate events, school dances, graduations, family reunions, class reunions, anniversaries, engagement parties, bar and bat mitzvahs, office parties, quinceañeras, sweet 16s, conferences, and more. No matter the venue, whether it's a banquet hall, ballroom, conference or convention center, concert hall, outdoor venue, office, community center, barn, or any location of your choosing, our team ensures seamless entertainment tailored to your needs. Let Backstage Pass create the perfect vibe, keep your guests engaged, and turn your celebration into a lasting memory. Book your event with Brandon Morrell and Backstage Pass today. Go now to thesportsguyspodcast.com and enhance your next event with Backstage Pass.
What's up, guys? It's Nashville recording artist Clayton Mullen, and you're listening to the best music and sports talk. It's Backstage Pass podcast on KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area Broadcasting Network. Stream the show at any time at thesportsguyspodcast.com and on iHeartRadio podcasts. You can also stream on thwn.org.
Welcome to another edition of Backstage Pass, powered by the Sports Guys Podcast, with your host, Brandon Morrell.
And back here it is, the Backstage Pass, again powered by the Sports Guys Podcast.com, a grand slam of music, sports, entertainment. We do it all out there too. Of course, those DJ services are out there. Brandon Morrell, Roger Barkley Jr. here, thwn.org, KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area Broadcasting Network, and top search result now on iHeartRadio podcast. Back here with Hannah and Paul McClure of the worldwide group Bethel Music. So let's talk about this one, Paul. I think it was really cool. I saw the YouTube video in Holy Hands, and what a terrific song, first of all, to spread the message. We're going to play one of 3 coming up today. There's 2 more left looking back, but this really summed up a lot of what, Christian music is all about. And, we feel those hands, and I feel like sometimes, and Roger can attest to this too, that we may not think he's always listening or watching us, but we can reach out and kind of feel loved ones that have passed on, or feel the good Lord himself. This really touched me in a lot of ways.
I'll let Hannah, this was Hannah's baby that she worked on. So she backs her on that.
Yeah, this song is special because I grew up, like Paul said, we're pastors' kids, grew up in the church, and I grew up listening to the worship music that came out of the Brownsville revival, and Lyndall Cooley leading all those worship songs. And he had a song called Holy Hands, and the chorus is part of what is Holy Hands now. But I listened to that as a kid. I was probably like 10 years old, and it was one of the first worship songs that I encountered God to. And so recently, in the past few years, I feel like the Holy Spirit just reminded me of that chorus. I hadn't thought of it in at least 25 years because it's been such a long time ago now. And so we just sang it in church. We tagged the chorus of that in a worship set. And it just felt like the Lord was on it. Like people needed to sing it. It's very much a straight, vertical worship song about who God is and the attributes of God. And it just felt like it needed to be sung again in the church. And so Brian Johnson had the idea of, why don't we write new verses and a new bridge to the song to kind of breathe some fresh life into it. And so that's what we ended up doing. We contacted all the writers on the song, and they agreed to kind of doing like a mashup and letting us write on that song. And so that's what we did. We did the verses and a new bridge and kind of modified the melody of the chorus a bit. So it has a special place in my heart because every time I sing it, I'm reminded of when I first experienced Jesus as a young kid. I love to see how the Lord's bringing it back, how he used it, 25, 30 years ago, and now bringing it back for a different generation. It's really fun to watch.
One of my favorites out there too, Paul, love this. And this is the current single that's across all the DSPs out there. How Great Thou Art came out September 19th. And I remember covering the last 2 years that I've done CMA week out there doing the radio show live from Nashville at Music City Center. We've had a chance to kind of, once that's over, we go over to the Grand Ole Opry and they put on, I think this was the 40th annual this past year, the Sunday Morning Country event where some of the great artists come out, spread the word of the Lord. And I got to see John Barry step up there, a good friend of mine, good friend of the show, and sing that very anthem. I took a break from the show and I was like, I got to get out to that side stage door and see John just sing How Great Thou Art. You guys did a fabulous rendition on this one here, and it is the current single.
How Great Thou Art. I think that was the who was that? That was Garrett and Kate who just put that out. Another married couple.
The other married couple.
But yeah, I mean that song, I could do that song in every worship set forever. That's just one of the classic hymns that is just all the songwriters today are trying to write those songs. And I don't know if it's possible,
right.
But man, such timeless truth.
Yeah, you were talking about getting together with the other writers and talking about how much fun do you have when you get together with the other writers and you get to do the recording. And now when kind of like when you first started coming out of High Point,
right,
and now compare that to now, when you get back together with the people that you recorded with over the years, it's more like a family reunion. And then you have to have that one person say, oh yeah, well, wait a minute, we're actually here to do a job.
Right. Yeah.
We are paying for studio time, guys, and we got something to do. So I mean, is there anybody that you just love the most working with? Not that you don't love anybody else, but
that is one thing we love about Bethel Music is it's a collaboration of so many people. It's a collective, and we just love that team dynamic. Jonathan and Melissa Helser were just in town yesterday. They live right down the street from me in North Carolina. So it was fun to connect with them through Bethel Music 10 years ago. But they were in town, and then our producer who did this album, he was in town yesterday. And it is, like you said, it's like a family reunion. And we just can't believe we get to be friends with these world changer people. They're so authentic and love Jesus, love their families. But from this album, getting to work with Leland was so special for us because we're the same age. I've been listening to Leland since I was probably 17. And so getting to watch him from afar and now be friends and write songs together and sing with him, that was probably one of the highlights for us from this album for sure.
Well, I love this song too. We're going to play track 2 of 3 today. It's Hannah Paul McClure of the world renowned group Bethel Music. Check them out, bethelmusic.com. It's called After Your Heart. I love this one too. It'll touch you in a lot of ways out there too. Good Lord speaking to us here on the Backstage Pass. Again, KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area broadcasting network out there for all our fans. THWN.org, iHeartRadio podcast, and of course, catch all the shows out there. Again, the Sports Guys podcast.com, a grand slam of music, sports, and entertainment. We're here to entertain you too as well. It's Bethel Music, Hannah and Paul McClure. Stay tuned. More to come.
my heart again. I come just as I am. All that I have, I give to you. I don't have much to bring, faith like a mustard seed. All that I have, I give to you. I put all my hope and trust in your promise. Oh, I'm reaching for the hem of your garment. Oh, I'm desperate for you. Oh, Jesus, I won't live without you.
Hey guys and girls, this is Australian country artist Hayley Jensen, and you're listening to the award-nominated Backstage Pass podcast on KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area Broadcasting Network. Stream the show anytime on iHeartRadio podcasts and on thwn.org.
At JK Subaru, we love our cars.
And we love our customers.
We believe in being a positive force
in our community by being involved and giving back.
Respecting your time every time.
Our promise is a brighter future.
We all do our part to keep our promise to you.
At JK Subaru, we are more than just selling cars.
We are your neighbors, friends, and even family.
More than a car dealer, our people make the difference. JK Subaru at the airport.
Hey y'all, this is Nashville recording artist Mary Sarah, and you're listening to the best in music and sports talk, the award-nominated Backstage Pass podcast on KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area Broadcasting Network. Stream the show anytime at thesportsguyspodcast.com and on iHeartRadio podcasts and at thwn.org.
Are you looking to increase your online presence? Are you searching for a new logo or company branding? Have you been considering more ways to reach the world with your business, ministry, or church's message? Barkley Music and Media is an award-winning design company that utilizes the latest technology while keeping the integrity of over 30 years of customer service. Web design, graphic design, multimedia, video editing, voiceover, commercials, logo design and branding, photography, and much, much more. See portfolios and testimonials online at www.barkleymusicandmedia.com or contact them today at 502-382-8299. Barkley Music and Media, your connection for the best in multimedia. Call today, 502-382-8299, or go to www.barkleymusicandmedia.com. Barkley Music and Media, integrity, technology, and design. www.barkleymusicandmedia.com.
Hey y'all, this is Lana Love, and you're listening to the award-nominated Backstage Pass on KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area Broadcasting Network, and on iHeartRadio podcasts and anytime at thesportsguyspodcast.com. You can also stream the show on thwn.org. Thanks.
The Kate and Gordon Show is a 2-hour show playing the best in country music. So check it out at thecadeandgordonshow.com. Again, that is thecadeandgordonshow.com.
Hey, y'all, this is Bucky Hurd with the Righteous Brothers, and you're listening to the award-nominated Backstage Pass on KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area Broadcasting Network. You can also stream the show on thwn.org and anytime at thesportsguyspodcast.com.
Welcome to another edition of Backstage Pass, powered by the Sports Guys Podcast, with your host, Brandon Morrell.
And back here, the sportsguyspodcast.com, and of course, KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area Broadcasting Network, thwn.org. We're everywhere, 27 countries worldwide, and of course, they're worldwide, joining us here too. Bethel Music, Hannah and Paul McClure. So let's talk about this one here, back here with Roger Barkley Jr., Barkley Music and Media.com. After Your Heart, another just fabulous song out there too. And again, I've seen every video you put out of these songs we're playing today, and man, it really captivates an audience, and it's so cool seeing Paul, these members, and of course the fans come out, and all these people just really get together in a setting and sing these lyrics back to you. It has to be amazing.
Oh man, it's a really humbling experience, as a songwriter, when you write a song from your own, experience with God, and then you see other people singing it and giving language to other people for their walk with the Lord. It's just, man, it's a holy thing that we don't take for granted. But this song's really special. It's the title track because it just represents the heart of this album, which is just going after the heart of God, to know him, to serve him, to love him, to be in relationship with him. But we started writing this song with Tiffany Hudson a few years ago, probably 3 or 4 years ago. And that was the first time we'd met Tiffany and got to work with her, fellow North Carolinian. She's just, man, she's such an anointed worship leader. Even the sound of her voice is just anointed.
Beautiful.
But it was so fun working with her, and then writing this song that kind of became, that's how God works, is you work on these songs and then God shows you, oh, there's actually a theme woven throughout these songs. And this song just encapsulates, I think, what we're trying to communicate through this album.
You said the people coming out, and I told you before we started, we got to talk about the kids.
Yeah.
Seeing May come up and being worship, part of the worship with you.
Yeah.
That has to touch your heart, that your kids are starting. And I know as a dad that, I've never pushed my kids to do anything.
Yeah.
And, because we want to put it before them, but they have to make the choice. Tell me how your kids are involved.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think either of us got through that song without crying.
I can see that.
During the song, because it was just really special to have her up there. But yeah, May, our daughter, is 9, and we just, planning this project was really special because I think just our community in general was really involved. And we recorded at our home church at Bethel. And so it just felt like our friends and family really surrounded us. And that's why it feels so special to us when we watch these videos back and we see our friends playing with us. Luckily, we have very talented, incredible friends.
Right.
And so and then just, having our literal family, having our daughter dance on stage with us was like the icing on the cake to get to be able to dance. At one point, May and I are dancing together during the song and getting to worship and see, your kids worship. It's priceless. That's all, all you want, is that your kids would love Jesus and, give their life to him. So it just felt like it couldn't get any better than that.
Yeah, Brandon made mention when we talked last week. He said to listen to the crowd sing the songs back, that you're singing to them and they're singing back, and you're both singing back up to God.
Yeah,
how much that means.
Mm-hmm.
And I told him, I said, I'll tell you from my standpoint, there was a song that God gave me years ago, and we were fixing to go do a benefit concert for it was a drug rehab center, and I had given a CD to the guy that ran it a week ahead of time. I said, hey, here's some of the worship songs we're going to do that night. And we got there, and there were like 30 or 40 guys out of the 150 people that were there. Just, a small group. And as we started the song, these guys were standing in the back singing the song along with me that nobody had heard yet because it wasn't released.
Yeah.
And I cried through the whole song.
Yeah. It's powerful.
Here's a song that God gave me. It just, to hear what God has given and what God is doing for you guys, I mean, it just blows me away.
Yeah, It's such a powerful experience.
I wanted to ask you too about, I love this because I've been to Nashville a few times. We've done the radio show from there, from CRS, or Country Radio Seminar, to CMA Week a couple of times now too. And it's pretty cool to see the crossover and the collaboration now with not just country music anymore, but you get a little bit of blend of everything coming across, and you get artists that you never thought would work together. I know this past summer we had Akon, Gary LaVox, the Rascal Flatts come on the show, and it's like, man, a cool summer anthem coming out there. And I think there's something for everybody. Give me some thoughts on pretty much this collaboration now, Paul, and how this is really taken over, and it's a good thing for the music industry.
It really is. And I think it just represents the church, which is the body, and there's different people playing different parts. And I think that we're stronger together, and the collaboration thing just represents what the kingdom should be. And so, I love it, man. Seeing all these different artists tag team, it's like the Avengers coming together. It's so cool to watch.
Yeah.
That's the best way to look at it too. No doubt about it. The Avengers. Love that movie too. No doubt. One of my favorite ones. And of course, this is the Backstage Pass, powered by the sportsguyspodcast.com, and out there too, top search result, iHeartRadio podcast, THWN.org, and our friends at KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area Broadcasting Network. Hannah and Paul McClure. Time for some more music here on the program of Bethel Music. It's called Feet of Jesus. Here it is. Crank it up.
feet of Jesus. Whatever I'm searching for, I find it at the feet of Jesus. He is our prize, our portion forever, and all that we're looking for, all that we need, we find in Him. Rock of my salvation, rock on which I stay. You ran to me in mercy, so I run to you again. My shepherd and my stronghold, lead me to the end. You are my all in all, my everything. Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it at the feet of Jesus. Whatever I'm searching for, I'll find it at the feet of Jesus. He is our rise, our portion forever, and all that we're looking for, all that we need, we find in Him. And all that we're looking for, all that we need, we find in Him. All we need, all we need. And you save, redeem, you heal, you set free. You are my joy, you are my strength, my all in all, my everything. You save, redeem, you heal, you set free. Hey. You are my joy, you are my strength, my all in all, my everything. You save, redeem, you heal, you set free. Hey, hey. You are my joy, you are my strength, my all in all, my everything. You save, redeem, you heal, you set free. Sing it out, sing it out. Oh, you are my joy, you are my strength, my all in all, my everything. Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it at the feet of Jesus. Whatever I'm searching for, oh, I'll find it at the feet of Jesus. He is our rise, our portion forever, and all that we're looking for, all that we need, we find in Him. Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it at the feet of Jesus. Whatever I'm searching for, oh, I'll find it at the feet of Jesus. He is our rise, our portion forever, and all that we're looking for, all that we need, we find in Him. And all that we're looking for, all that we need, we find in Him. And all that we're looking for, all that we need, we find in Him. Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it at the feet of Jesus. Whatever I'm searching for, I'll find it at the feet of Jesus. He is our prize, our portion forever, and all that we're looking for, all that we need, we find in Him. here at your feet. It's found here at your feet. All I could ever want, all of my heart's desires, it's all found in you, Lord. It's all found in you, Lord. Where else would I go but you, Lord? My life, my all, is found right here at your feet. My Jesus, you're my everything. You're my everything. All that I'm looking for, all that I'm searching for, all that I could ever need or ever want is found right here. Oh, you save, redeem, you heal, you set free. Oh, you are my joy, you are my strength, all in all, my everything. You save, redeem, you heal, you set free. You are my joy, you are my strength, all in all. Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it at the feet of Jesus. Whatever I'm searching for, I'll find it at the feet of Jesus. Oh, He is our rise, our portion forever. All that we're looking for, all that we need, we find in Him. Yes, all that we're looking for, all that we need, we find in
Hey, everybody, this is Jarrett Ray Reddick, and you're listening to the award-nominated Backstage Pass podcast on KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area Broadcasting Network. Stream on the sportsguyspodcast.com and on thwn.org and on iHeartRadio podcasts.
Elevate your next event with Backstage Pass DJ, MC, and announcer services, where unforgettable moments take center stage. We specialize in bringing energy and excitement to a wide range of occasions, including weddings, birthdays, corporate events, school dances, graduations, family reunions, class reunions, anniversaries, engagement parties, bar and bat mitzvahs, office parties, quinceañeras, sweet 16s, conferences, and more. No matter the venue, whether it's a banquet hall, ballroom, conference, or convention center, concert hall, outdoor venue, office, community center, barn, or any location of your choosing, our team ensures seamless entertainment tailored to your needs. Let Backstage Pass create the perfect vibe, keep your guests engaged, and turn your celebration into a lasting memory. Book your event with Brandon Morrell and Backstage Pass today. Go now to thesportsguyspodcast.com and enhance your next event with Backstage Pass.
Hey folks, this is Australian country star Andrew Swift, and you're listening to the award-nominated Backstage Pass on KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area Broadcasting Network, and on the sportsguyspodcast.com, and anytime on iHeartRadio podcasts and at thwn.org.
The Caden Gordon Show is a 2-hour show playing the best in country music. So check it out at thecadengordonshow.com. Again, that is thecadengordonshow.com.
Hey y'all, this is Nashville recording artist Karen Waldrop, and you're listening to the award-nominated Backstage Pass on KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area Broadcasting Network. and at thesportsguyspodcast.com. Stream the show anytime on iHeartRadio Podcast and at thwn.org.
Welcome to another edition of Backstage Pass, powered by the Sports Guys Podcast, with your host, Brandon Morrell.
And back here on the show, the Backstage Pass, powered by the sportsguyspodcast.com, out there too, thwn.org, iHeartRadio podcast, and powered by that very website. The store is open now. You can go grab some T-shirts and, of course, all the advertising packages at the sportsguyspodcast.com. Also, our friends at KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area broadcasting network. So, Paul, talk a little bit about this too, because I love this song, So Empowering, Feet of Jesus. Tell us about this one.
Yes, thank you. We wrote this song with our friend David Funk, who's another amazing artist, but it came out of a tag that Hannah had kind of sung during some worship nights. A lot of these songs came out of these like prophetic, spontaneous moments. And she started singing one night, whatever you're looking for, you'll find it at the feet of Jesus. And then we started writing around it. But again, this is the one our daughter May danced on. It's just this tender truth song that really is so special to us because of May and because of our friend David Funk.
Yeah, I just love this track. And again, all the music out there, bethelmusic.com, and of course, all your DSPs for digital streaming platforms. So I got to go fun here as we wrap the show up, and appreciate you guys being a part of this too today, no doubt, and continued success going forward too. It's just been a great story, and you guys are spreading a great message out there too. So during the downtime, I've been married 15 years now. She better not let me forget that either too when it comes down to it.
Exactly.
You guys, your best friend, no doubt too, and to marry your best friend is just a great thing. What do you guys like to do kind of in that downtime when not doing music?
Man, well, when we're not doing music, we've got 3 kids running around who never get a break. So it's on the downtime, we like to rest. We've had a busy year traveling and doing worship nights and all the things. And we love our family. So when we're home, we're just spending family time together. But we love movies. We love good food, good coffee, all the stuff. But yeah, sleep is what I'd love to do on the downtime.
If I would have known how much sleep I wouldn't got as an adult, I would have never thought it as a kid.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
So true.
I keep trying to tell my grandkids that, and they won't understand. So
they don't know.
They also have Life Surge coming up pretty soon too.
Yeah. We've been doing these amazing events called Life Surge. They're kind of like a business and in kingdom mashup, which the beauty of it is like, hey, wherever you are in the marketplace, bring Jesus.
Yeah.
And let's have a good paradigm around money. And we need money to fund what God is calling us to do. And so it's really this beautiful thing. But we were just in Portland, Maine 2 weeks ago, and 46% of the room, it's an arena, so thousands of people, 46% of the room raised their hand to receive salvation. So their ministry to unsafe people is just
incredible,
outstanding. But yeah, we're going to Colorado Springs this weekend to do that and believing for more salvations.
Because we're foodies on this show too, no doubt. We all love to eat. We got to watch what we eat too, because I'm such a workout fanatic now, have been for really the last year too. If Roger's like, I don't go to the gym at 5 a.m. like you do. I'll just sleep at 5 a.m. You go for me and work out for me.
Yeah, I'm usually if it's a 5 a.m., it's because I'm just going to bed from working. Go ahead.
Yeah.
But as far as food goes, when you guys are out there on the road, do you kind of Yelp something? Do you ask the locals? Where do you like to kind of go eat when out there on the road? Or do you get something Uber Eats brought to you?
Oh, man.
I am kind of like a research fanatic when it comes to food. I definitely Yelp everything. I look at the pictures, look at the reviews. I don't trust anyone's word for it. I have to see for myself.
I have found that, yes, do not trust anybody else's opinion.
Right.
But find the downtown hole-in-the-wall restaurants.
Yep.
I have the best. There's a little place in New Orleans. Couldn't tell you the name, but I can take you to the place.
Yeah.
Has the best seafood I've ever had.
Yeah, man.
There's a little hole in the wall in Chicago that has the best pizza I've ever had.
Yeah.
But, it's the little places like that.
Yeah. Off the beaten path for sure.
Yeah.
And I think Guy Fieri's made a killing off of that. So
yeah, true. Very true. when we moved here from North Carolina, I was surprised to find that everything's not fried. So I had to get over that. Like my fried food. But we're a couple hours from Napa, and just some of the best food in the world there. So any chance we get to go down there, we do it.
Did you introduce them to what sweet tea tastes like?
Yes, I did. They don't know how sweet tea is made here. They don't know how barbecue is made or coleslaw. So we're trying to teach them.
Yeah, when they say we have unsweetened tea and we have sugar, that's not the same thing.
Not the same thing. No, it's true.
No, it's a little different. I remember telling him, Roger, I know we're sponsored by Raising Cane's out there too, so we always tell people here locally, check it out too for the best, not just chicken fingers, but I can go by there and for the caffeine that I do have beside coffee, I won't give that up. I gave them soda years back. I love the Raising Cane's like
being built in Reading for the first time, and our kids over the moon about it. Yeah. Bad news for my weight.
Yeah, it's bad,
so good.
But good.
Yeah, the half and half is my thing. Roger, you're a sweet tea guy. I like the half and half.
Oh yeah.
Well, it depends on where it's from, and I am a sweet tea connoisseur. So there's my sweet tea around here keeps everybody safe around me. That's the way.
That's pretty good.
Keeps you happy.
They've even tried to. They put 5 or 6 different sweet teas in front of me and told me to ask me which one was from where, and they were actually amazed that I could tell this was from McDonald's, this was from Captain D's, this was from.
You are the connoisseur.
That's hilarious.
That's funny.
Sweet tea connoisseur.
So
no doubt.
That's awesome.
Well, I tell you what, the songs are out there across all the digital streaming platforms for DSPs, wherever you guys download or stream music. They're fantastic. The story is fantastic. Hannah and Paul McClure of Bethel Music, we appreciate you guys being here on the Backstage Pass, sharing the word of the Lord and, of course, everything out there with all these great songs and the message people need to hear in this crazy world we live in. We appreciate you guys being with us and looking forward to more great things from Bethel, from you guys, and just fantastic songs. Hope you enjoyed the time.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
you guys are awesome. Thanks for having us.
You got it. Hannah, Paul McClure of Bethel Music here on the Backstage Pass, KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area Broadcasting Network, the Sports Guys Podcast.com, and, of course, out there, THWN.org, and anytime on iHeartRadio podcasts out there, too. And, of course, to visit the new designed website out there, too, that Roger, Barkley Music and Media. Thank all of our sponsors. We'll see you soon. Take care. God bless from all of us here at the Backstage Pass.
Hey y'all, this is Ashlyn Kraft, and you're listening to the award-nominated Backstage Pass on KYBN 98.1, your Bay Area Broadcasting Network. You can also listen on iHeartRadio podcasts and at the sportsguyspodcast.com.